What do you think is happening here?
I think, let me just start with the ad market. I think if you look at the ad market today, I think the digital economy has changed a lot. It's now, almost 70% of the total global ad market. And I think the tech companies have benefited greatly from, advertising is projected to get to 75% by 2027. And, I think we're in a place right now in tech where I think the early stage investors have, and the NASDAQ have gotten beaten down a little bit. But the reality is there's probably never been a better time to invest. And I said this last time I was on, but a year and a half ago I was on and I said, I'm really nervous right now because valuations are so high. And I think people see this as tech wreck right now, and I think it's tech opportunity. So I think if you...
So you think the FANG names, which have been the ones that have beaten down, a lot of people say falling knife, still falling, I don't want to touch that. You're saying catch the knife now because it may not look like a knife in, I don't know how long.
Well, I think this next year, maybe the first half of the year is disruptive. I think the second half of 2023 will probably be very strong. And I think you have to go back to the customer acquisition. What people are really paying for is how do you get more customers out of those tech engines? And the reality is those are still the best places to get customer acquisition done.
Is it a less effective machine at this point, though, if you have regulations that are coming from Europe saying you can't do direct advertising? Apple has changed its privacy. Is it just not going to be the fantastic machine it was?
Yeah, so I'll give you a quick viewpoint. One is it has gotten more expensive. I think regulations might make it even more expensive over time, but at the bottom,
more expensive, less effective.
Less effective. So I think it was more effective for some players. For Google, Amazon, and Apple, it's probably going to get more effective. For the Facebooks of the world, it's probably going to be more challenged. And I think at the top of the funnel, which has really been dominated by some of those players, I think you're seeing Disney come in, who I think will be very strong in advertising. You're seeing TikTok come in. So there's pressure in all parts of the funnel. And this is the first year you're starting to see the growth of the alternative tech companies in advertising. So I think the alternative tech companies will probably do really well. And I think, the real big winners are going to be Amazon, Apple, and Google, I think, based on the tech changes and the privacy changes. And then I think the experiential economy will be another huge winner. I think when you look at events and television and things like that, people have discounted those areas. But as the tech funnel gets more challenged, is what we do at Flowcode, we see the data from the metaverse to the Earthverse. Humans in the experiential economy are out spending lots of money going to events. The sports leagues are doing really well. Places like WME are doing super well. And I think that's where we see the benefit for customer acquisition and advertising in the future.
I've got a question about Microsoft, because that's not a name that comes up in the advertising world. But between their deal with Netflix to provide effectively the advertising, and what you start to see, I don't know if you've been focused on this chat GPT function. They have a deal with Bing and with Microsoft. And I've always thought that functionality, this is AI that's effectively can write almost anything, could be the next sort of stage of advertising, like truly personalized advertising, so that every ad independent is yours. And if that's true, does Microsoft all of a sudden become a huge player? By the way, they already have about $11.7 billion annual advertising, which is double what Snap has, for example.
Yes. So I think the Microsoft, is the dark horse in this, because, they were in ads, they sort of got out of ads, and now they're back in it. So, the real underlying thing in advertising, I think it's going to change, is advertising has been one of the industries that got affected from digital advertising and software, but not fully. But I think the chat GPT and things like that will hit the creative community. So I think if you go forward in advertising by 5 years, it'll look more like a Tesla factory than an old school, creative factory. So I think there'll be a premium put on super creative things, but the rote level creative stuff is going to get automated really quickly.
Okay.